Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the third week of the August month. This will be an important session, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple things and it will be quite good for revision perspective. Let's start. Which of the point is incorrect with respect to the cabinet approvals in August 2023? So remember, all of the options are correctly mentioned here, just except the option 5, because option 5 is saying that Union Cabinet has approved the signing and ratification of mutual recognition agreement between Central Board of Indirect Taxes India and the Department of Home Affairs of Indonesia. Correct? So is it right? So no. Remember, it is between the CBI, that is your Central Board of Indirect Taxes of India, and the Australian Border Force of, not of Department of Home Affairs, but your Australian Border Force of Australian government. Correct? And here all these options are correct here. That is CCA, they have approved 7 multi-tracking projects of Indian Railways with an outlay of 32,500 crore rupees. Then Union Cabinet also approved the extension of Digital India program with an outlay of 14,903 crore rupees. Central government has approved 20,000 crore project for the construction of fleet support vessel. This is for the Indian Navy, and who will be developing it? It will be developed by HSL. And the Union Cabinet has approved the bus scheme, that is PM e-bus seva, and under this 10,000 electric buses will be used, and this is under the PPP model, that is public-private partnership model. Next, which state government has recently announced a plan to establish India's first common testing center for unmanned aerial systems drones under the drone testing infrastructure scheme? It is Tamil Nadu. Correct? So Tamil Nadu state government, they have announced a plan to establish India's first common testing center, and it is for UAVs, that is your drones, unmanned aerial vehicles. Correct? And the center will be establishing, this center will be established with a cost of 45 crore rupees over an area of 2.3 acre of land. Correct? And it would be established by the Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporation. Correct? Which is nodal agency for the implementation of the Tamil Nadu Defence Industrial Corridor. Correct? Also remember, Tamil Nadu is the state that has achieved the highest export of electronics from India. Earlier it was UP, but now Tamil Nadu has surpassed UP. Next, DGCA has recently set up a dash member committee to provide suggestions for achieving gender equality in the aviation sector in India. So DGCA, they have recently set up a 4-member committee, and it is to provide suggestions for achieving gender equality in the aviation sector of India. The committee is expected to formulate norms and submit them to DGCA, which the civil aviation regulator will further circulate among the aviation stakeholders. So the right option here becomes 4-member committee will be set up. Next, which organization or bank has recently approved a $40.5 million loan for integrated project focusing on early childhood development and maternal mental health in Meghalaya, India? So it is your Asian Development Bank, correct? They have approved a $40.5 million loan for integrated project focusing on early childhood development as well as maternal mental health, and it is done in the state of Meghalaya. Correct? And the government of Meghalaya here is contributing $15.7 million to this project, and the initiative attempts to focus on the daycare centers that are known as Anganwadi centers. These Anganwadi centers are basically for the children that are based between 0 to 1.5 and from 1.5 to 6 years of age. Here Asian Development Bank, they will be supporting and upgrading almost 1800 Anganwadi centers and will be constructing 600 new Anganwadi centers. Correct? So this $40.5 million loan was provided by Asian Development Bank for early childhood development and maternal mental health in Meghalaya. Next, G20 Film Festival. Where did it begin? It began in New Delhi. Then recently, remember, Ministry of Youth Affairs organized Y20, that is Youth 20 Summit. Where? In Varanasi. Then apart from this, which organization organized the first of its kind Global Summit on Traditional Medicines? So it was organized by World Health Organization. Then which state topped the fiscal health report? In the fiscal health report, which is it? It is your Maharashtra state that has topped the fiscal health report. Then Grameen Mitra, this was launched by which state government? This scheme Grameen Mitra, it was launched by Goa, and Goa became the first state or union territory in India that has launched free IVF treatment in the government hospitals. That is your in vitro fertilization. Right? Then Uttar Pradesh's first e-office. Where is this located? Or where is this launched? So Uttar Pradesh's first e-office system was launched in Kannauj. Right? Where was it launched? It was launched in Kannauj. Then Wipro, they have launched a generative AI, correct? And this they have launched a center of excellence for generative AI. And where was this launched? This was launched in IIT Delhi, correct? Then which is the state to have two IIMs? It is Maharashtra, correct? IIM Nagpur and IIM Mumbai, right? Then apart from this, tell me who inaugurated, or no, tell me Bhagwan Birsa Munda road scheme was launched in which state? Bhagwan Birsa Munda scheme was launched in which state? It was launched in Maharashtra government. Then India's first state of the art 3D printed post office. Where is it? It is in Bengaluru. So it is a 3D printed post office that has been set up in Bengaluru. Next is name the bank that recently launched Jeevan Dhara, a unique saving bank account designed for pensioners. It is Canara Bank. Correct? Canara Bank launched Canara Jeevan Dhara, a unique saving bank account that is designed for pensioners and those who are planning for retirement. Under this scheme, the bank will provide two variants based on the amount of pension credited. One is your diamond account. This is for pension that is credited up to 50,000 rupees, correct? And then next is your platinum, that is for pension creditors exceeding more than 50,000 rupees, correct? And it was launched by Canara Bank. Next, CCI approved the acquisition of 30% of the issued share capital on a fully diluted basis of IBS Software Pte Limited by Pelipper Holdco SARL from Techware Singapore Holdings Private Limited. So they acquired 30% of the issued share capital. Next, name the institute that recently discovered a unique carbon enhanced metal poor star, that is HE10051439. This is the name of the star. Now the question asked here is name the institute that discovered it. It was discovered by Indian Institute of Astrophysics, that is in Bangalore, Karnataka. So right option here is option A. This star defies the conventional classification of stars and stands out as a carbon enhanced metal poor star. This is a rare class. This is a rare class chemically peculiar star. The discovery of this new star challenges the previous understanding of the star formations. Next, Padma awardee and former DG of Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO, Valam Padugai Srinivasa Raghavan Arunachalam has passed away, right? VS Raghavan Arunachalamji recently passed away. He was the Padma Shri awardee. He was the former Director General of DRDO and he passed away in the month of August. Now the question asked here is in which year did he receive the Padma Vibhushan? So he received this Padma Vibhushan in the field of science and engineering, correct? And it was in the year 1990 that he was honored with this title. Then he in 1986 he was awarded with Padma Bhushan. In 1990 he was awarded with Padma Vibhushan for science and engineering, and Padma Bhushan was awarded to him in the field of civil services. Then apart from this, he was also awarded DRDO's Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015. Next, Manoj Bajpayee has recently won the Best Actor Award for the film Zoram. Correct? At the Durban International Film Festival. Correct? Remember, the name of the film is Zoram, and Manoj Bajpayee has recently won the Best Actor Award for this film at the Durban International Film Festival. Next, which place has been recently recommended by UNESCO to its list of World Heritage Sites in danger? It is Venice, Italy. Correct? So, UNESCO recently recommended, it was Venice, Italy that was recommended by UNESCO that it is the World Heritage Site that is in danger. The agency said that it is high time the Italian authorities set up their efforts in order to secure the historic city and its surrounding lagoon. So Venice city was declared in the list released by UNESCO as the list of World Heritage Site in danger. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to visit of Draupadi Murmu ma'am, President of India, to West Bengal in August 2023? If we look at the options, remember all these options are correct here. So right option here becomes A. If we look at it, President Draupadi Murmu launched Indian naval ship Vidyagiri. Important. Who launched it? It was launched by President Draupadi Murmu. This is the sixth ship of the Project 17A of Indian Navy at GRSE Limited facility of the banks of Hooghly River in Kolkata, West Bengal. So this INS Vidyagiri was launched on the banks of Hooghly River in Kolkata, West Bengal. Then INS Vidyagiri is named after a mountain range in Karnataka, and it is the sixth of the 7 ships being built under Project 17A frigate. So yes, option B is also right. C. President launched My Bengal Addiction Free Bengal campaign, that is Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, organized by Brahma Kumaris at Raj Bhavan in Kolkata. So all these 3 options are rightly mentioned here. Next is which state has launched Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana scheme? It was launched by Madhya Pradesh. I repeat, Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana scheme was launched by Madhya Pradesh. Then, which airport became the first in Northeast to get Digi Yatra facility? To get Digi Yatra facility, it is your Guwahati airport. It is Guwahati airport recently got the Digi Yatra facility, and it is the first airport in the Northeast India. Then, who launched Bharat NCAP program, that is BNCAP? It is to provide road accidents and to improve the road safety. This Bharat New Car Assessment Program was launched by Nitin Gadkari. Then, 4th edition of the G20 Culture Working Group meeting. Where was this held? This was held in Varanasi. Right? I repeat, 4th G20 Culture Working Group meeting. Where was it held? It was held in Varanasi. Then, which first Indian electric vehicle company to start production in Africa? Right? First EV company to start their production in Africa, it is your One Electric. Right? One Electric. Then, in which state first of its kind AI school was launched? So this was launched in Kerala. This is also important, right? Mark this. Apart from this, how many new countries will be joining BRICS from 1st January 2024? So a total of 6 countries will be joining, and the total number here in the BRICS will be 11 now. Correct? Then tell me who has been appointed as the new CEO of Power Finance Corporation, Parminder Chopra. Then who has been appointed as the new CEO of PayPal? Alex Chris. Next, name the country that has recently signed an MOU for sharing of India Stack, a collective of open application programming interface and digital public goods. So it is your Trinidad and Tobago, right? India, Trinidad and Tobago, they signed a memorandum of understanding on sharing India Stack. Right? What is this India Stack comprises of? It comprises of UPI, Aadhaar card, right? E-sign, then DigiLocker. These are some of the facilities that are the online services that are provided by the government of India, and these services, they help to tackle large population of India. Correct? We know because India is having the largest population, so these Indian stack is helping to facilitate identity, data and payment services on a large scale, and for the same reason Trinidad and Tobago will be implementing this India stack in their country as well. Next, which attached office or agency of Government of India has recently launched Flood Watch, a mobile application to provide real-time flood information and forecast? So it is your Central Water Commission, correct? CWC launched Flood Watch, a mobile application to provide real-time flood information and forecasts up to 7 days to the general public by using mobile phones. This initiative is an innovative solution to enhance flood information dissemination and preparedness. This flood watch was developed by CWC, that is your Central Water Commission, and it is a user-friendly application which offers both readable and audio broadcast. This is presented in 2 languages, that is English and Hindi. And this app has a map of India which colored circles at water sanctions across India and the current risk of flooding. Here the green color signifies that it is normal, yellow color signifies that is above normal, orange is for severe, and red is for extreme. So this is a flood watch, that is a mobile application to warn people about the forecast of the floods, and this was launched by Central Water Commission. Next, which country's Air Force has recently received the Dornier 22 maritime surveillance aircraft from the Indian Navy? It is Sri Lanka, correct? And this is the second Dornier 22 aircraft that was given to Sri Lanka by the Indian Navy. Alright, the first one that was presented to them is back to India for maintenance reason, and India promised to Sri Lanka that they will be providing 2 19-seater Dornier 22 aircraft, maritime surveillance aircraft to Sri Lanka, and it was presented by Indian Navy as a gift, right? It was to celebrate or to commemorate the 77 Independence Day celebration. Correct? It was the 77th edition of Independence Day and 76th anniversary of the Independence Day. Right? So these two are different but important. Next, which among the following companies recently received 91 crore rupees contract from RBI for the use of advanced analytics, artificial intelligence and machine learning to analyze its huge database and improve the regulatory supervisions? It is which 2 organizations? McKinsey and Company India LLP and Accenture Solutions Private India Limited. See, so both of them has recently won the contract for 91 crore rupees from RBI for the use of advanced analytics, AI and machine learning to analyze their huge database and improve regulatory supervisions. Correct? Next, name the bank that recently partnered with RBI Hub, and it is to launch Kisan Credit Card and unsecured MSME loans that are powered by public tech platform for frictionless credit. So which is it? Tell me. It is your Axis Bank, correct? It is your Axis Bank that had tied up with RBI Hub to launch Kisan Credit Card and unsecured MSME loans that will be powered by public tech platform for frictionless credit. right? This Kisan credit card, this will be launched on pilot basis, that means on the trial basis, and it will be introduced in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Here customers can access the card amount of up to 1.6 lakh rupees, and MSME loans will be made available across India, and this will offer loans of up to 10 lakh rupees to the customers. Correct? So it is your Axis Bank that has tied up with RBI Hub. Next, which bank has recently launched Visa multi-branded credit card in partnership with British Airways Executive Club and Qatar Airways Privilege Club? It is IndusInd Bank. Correct? IndusInd Bank, they have launched Visa multi-branded credit card, and this is in partnership with British Airways Executive Club as well as Qatar Airways Privilege Club. The card aims to offer best-in-class rewards and benefits to the customers across travel, wellness, and lifestyle experiences. Correct? So it is your IndusInd Bank. Next, which company has recently appointed Parminder Chopra as its first women full-time chairman and managing director? So PFC, that is your Power Finance Corporation Limited, they have appointed Parminder Chopra as the first women full-time chairman and managing director. Correct? And this will be with effect from 14th of August. Then mark this important. Why this is important? Because she will become the first full-time women chairman and managing director of PFC. Correct? Next, which among the following points are incorrect with respect to the Indian men's cricket team toured the West Indies and USA against the West Indies cricket team from July to August 2023? See, if we are looking at the options, we have to tell which among the following is incorrect. So considering all are correct, just the option C is wrongly mentioned here. That is, India defeated West Indies by 8 wickets in the 5th and the final T20 international held on 13th August in Lauderhill in Florida, USA. So remember, India here won the test series against West Indies, right? Right? They defeated West Indies. And next is if I ask you who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of BPCL? Rahul Dravid. Who has been appointed as the managing director and chief executive officer of South Indian Bank? PR Sheshdhari. Then who has been appointed as the part-time chairperson of UIDAI? Part-time chairperson of UIDAI, Neelkant Mishra. Then who has been appointed as the CEO of Viacom 18? Kiran Mani. And who has been appointed as the national icon by Election Commission for the elections to be held in 2024? He will be Sachin Tendulkar. Very important, mark this. Sachin Tendulkar has been appointed or designated as the national icon by Election Commission. Correct? Then who has been appointed as the chairman of Smart E Mobility? He will be Manoj Kohli. Correct? Then apart from this, tell me who inaugurated or who launched INS Vidyagiri? INS Vidyagiri. This was launched by President of India Draupadi Murmu and where? In Kolkata, West Bengal, on the banks of Hooghly River. Right? Then which edition of Malabar exercise was held recently? It was the 27th edition of the Malabar exercise that was conducted by Australia, and it was held in Australia for the first time. Mark this also. Then which country became the first country to land on the South Pole of Moon? It is our India. And India also became the 4th country in the world to land on Moon. Next, which state has recently received the award for the best state organ and tissue transplantation organization from the National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization? So, which is it? It is Tamil Nadu. I repeat, Tamil Nadu state received the award for the best state organ and tissue transplant organization from National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization. This was on the 13th Indian Organ Donation Day that was observed on 3rd of August. Similar question if I ask you, tell me which is the state that will be providing free IVF, that is in vitro fertilization? It is Goa, right? In the government hospitals of Goa, free IVF treatment will be provided. Correct? Next, name the North India's first river rejuvenation project that was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Jammu and Kashmir. It is Devika, right? North India's first river rejuvenation project that was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is named Devika. Correct? It is almost finished and it was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The project was modeled after Namami Ganga initiative, correct? That is aimed at restoring the health of the Devika river. Correct? And this Devika river, where is it? It is in Udhampur, Jammu and Kashmir. So remember this project name Devika, that is North India's first river rejuvenation project that was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it was in Udhampur, Jammu and Kashmir. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the assent given by the President of India Draupadi Murmu in August? So remember, among these you have to tell which of these are correct. So remember, all these three options are correct here. Indian Institute of Management Act declares that IIMs as institute of national importance in alignment with the acts governing that IITs and other institutes of national importance. Right. B. National Dental Commission Act declared that the National Dental Commission consists of 33 members and will be formed to replace the existing Dental Council of India and repeal the Dentists Bill. Right. C option, the Offshore Areas Mineral Amendment Act of 2003 amended the Offshore Areas Mineral Act of 2002 to introduce crucial reforms in the India's offshore mining sector. So yes, option C is also rightly mentioned here. Next, also remember the National Dental Commission, it will consist of 33 members here, right? Next is name the organization that recently developed an open source software that was called National Carbon Registry. It is United Nations Development Program, right? They have recently launched a software that is an open source software by the name National Carbon Registry. This software will enable countries to effectively manage their national data and process for trading carbon credits. If we talk about this National Carbon Registry, this registry follows national and international best practices that are based on the inputs from countries, and it is a result of the ongoing work by the Digital for Climate Working Group. Here D4C, this includes UNDP, World Bank, United Nations Framework for Climate Change or Convention on Climate Change, and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So these are the part of D4C, that is Digital for Climate Working Group. Next, Advertising Standards Council of India, mandatory to all the influencers working in the banking, financial service and insurance sectors offering investment advice to be regulated with the dash. So remember, all these influencers, the finance influencers, now they have to be registered with SEBI now, and if they are giving any advice on investment, be it for stock or any another asset, then they will be required to have these new registrations with SEBI. Influencers who have certification from recognized institutions need to openly share their certified expert status and their credentials. They should display their register number along with the name and the qualification there. Correct? So right option here becomes option 4th, SEBI. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of South Indian Bank? He will be PR Sheshdhari, right? He has been appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of South Indian Bank, and it is for a period of 3 years with effect from 1st October 2023. He is currently mentoring businesses both at operating level as well as both at level at various companies. He will be replacing whom? He will be replacing Murali Ramakrishnan, whose tenure of as MD and CEO of South Indian Bank will be ending on 30th of September 2023. Next is India's first long-range side-wing revolver, Prabal, with twice the range of other revolvers, was launched at the Small Arms Factory in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Which company manufactured the swing revolver here? So it was manufactured by Advanced Weapons and Equipments Limited. The name of the swing revolver here is Prabal. It is twice the range of other revolvers, and it was launched at the small arms factory that is in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. It was manufactured by Advanced Weapons and Equipments Limited. This Prabal revolver, it is a lightweight, it is .32 caliber side swing revolver that weighs 675 grams. Correct? And this will have a range twice that of a normal revolver. It will have a range of up to 50 meters. Next, in which state the second missile cum ammunition barge yard 76 was inaugurated by Commander G. Ravi in August 2023? In which state it was inaugurated, the second missile cum ammunition barge? So where was this inaugurated? It was inaugurated in Andhra Pradesh. Correct? Important. The contract is for constructing 8 missile cum ammunition barge, correct, with Seacon Engineering Projects Limited, that is in line with Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is Make in India initiative. Next, when was the United Nations World Humanitarian Day observed across the globe? So every year on 19th of August we observe World Humanitarian Day, and it is to pay tribute to the humanitarian people around the world who have committed their lives in order to support or help others, particularly in the time of crisis and conflicts. World Humanitarian Day, it is a campaign by United Nations Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. Correct? And remember, this 2023 World Humanitarian Day campaign tagline is hashtag no matter what. Right? This is the campaign here, the tagline for the same. Next, name the state and government that recently declared the whole state as the natural calamity affected area. We know that recently because of the heavy rainfall in Himachal Pradesh, we saw huge destruction there, right? Many of the houses were destroyed, many businesses were destroyed, many of the roads that were there built for the movement was also destroyed because of the landslides of rainfall. Correct? So it was your Himachal Pradesh state that was recently declared as the natural calamity affected area. It is said that the impact on their economy is such or so huge that during COVID-19, when everything was shut down, the impact they had during the COVID-19 is less compared to the damage that they are facing right now because of the heavy rainfalls there. They have seen more than 113 landslides and in the last 55 days, and let me assure you this data is only increasing day by day. Correct? We have seen that almost 5,000 crore properties has been destroyed in Himachal Pradesh alone during this last few months. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the state of school education in rural India report that was released in August 2023? If we look at the options, we have to tell which among the following are correct. Option A is correct, B is correct, and C is correct. If we look at them, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, he released India's first State of School Education in Rural India report during the Transforming Rural India Rural Colloquy 2023 that was held in New Delhi. Then report revealed that a total of 78% of the parents of the girls and 82% of the parents of boys wanted to educate their children to graduation and above. Then the survey indicated that 49.3% of the children aged between 6 to 16 years have access to smartphones in rural India. So all these options are correctly mentioned here. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to G20 Health Ministers Meet that was held in August? If we look at it, just option B and C are correct. A is wrongly mentioned here. A is saying that the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit was held in Indore, Madhya Pradesh alongside the G20 Health Ministers meeting. So is it correct? So remember, no, this is wrong. It was not held in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Actually, it was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Correct? So the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat alongside the G20 Health Ministerial meeting. Second is that summit was hosted together by WHO and Ministry of Ayush under the Government of India, and the theme of the summit is towards health and well-being for all. Third is the World Bank launched a report that was titled Digital in Health, Unlocking the Value for Everyone, which introduced a shift in perspective, moving beyond the mere digitization of health data and emphasizing the complete integration of digital technology into the health systems. Correct. So all B and C option are rightly mentioned here. Next, according to RBI data released in August, bank credit growth to MSME has declared on year basis in the first 3 months of first quarter fiscal year 24. The credit to medium industries grew by dash percent. So remember, RBI released a data recently that the bank credit growth to the MSME sector has decreased, right? And in the first 3 months of the first quarter of fiscal year 24, the credit to medium industries grew by 13.2% in the month of June. So right option is option 5 here. Correct. Then remember, the expert committee on MSME, it was constituted by IRBI in the month of December in 2018, and they have estimated the overall credit gap in the MSME sector to be in the range of 20 lakhs to 25 lakh crore rupees. Next is which among the following are correct with respect to RBI initiative in August 2023. If we look at the options, option A and option C are right, only option B is wrong here. So if we look at the option A and C, RBI has reviewed the guidelines for the infrastructure debt fund non-banking companies to enhance their role in the infrastructure financing and align the regulations across NBFCs in this sector, right? In order to increase their funding in this infrastructure, this was reviewed. Then RBI has asked the regulated entities, including the banks and NBFCs, to give personal loan borrowers an option to switch over from floating rates to a fixed rate at the time of resetting of the interest rate. And remember, there is a high chance that in the coming months we can see an interest rate hike again. Correct. Because of Fed, that is USA, they are increasing their interest rate, and there is a high chance that in India also the interest rate can rise. The chances are slight less, but still there is a chances that India can see a rise in the interest rate. Next, name the bank that recently launched its UPI interoperable digital rupee mobile application. This was launched by Canara Bank. I repeat, Canara Bank, they have launched UPI interoperable digital rupee mobile application that was called Canara Digital Rupee application. This is a part of Reserve Bank of India's central bank digital currency pilot project. Canara Bank is now the first among the public and commercial sector banks that is to provide this feature in the CBDC mobile application, that is Canara Digital Rupee application. So right option here is Canara Bank. Next is Indian Army introduced the first Swathi Mark II mountain variant weapon locating radar. It is a lighter and compact version of WLR for mountains and high altitude areas. Which company has developed the Swathi MK2 mountain variant WLR? So which is it? It is your Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL, right? Indian Army inducted the first Swathi Mark II mountain variant weapon locating radar. It is a lighter and compact version of WLR, that is weapon locating radar for mountains and specific to high altitude areas. Correct. So it is for mountains and high altitude areas. Correct. And a question asked here is that which company developed this Swathi M2 Mark II mountain variant WLR? It was developed by Bharat Electricals Limited. Correct. Next, which country's Luna 25 mission? So remember, Luna 25, it is the mission of Russia. Correct. And it was a failed mission as the spacecraft spun out of the control and crashed into the moon after problem preparing for pre-landing orbit. Correct. So it was a mission of Russia, right? Luna 25, and it was launched after 47 years by Russia, but it was a failure mission. What is the name of the mission of India that was a successful mission to land on the south pole of moon? It is Chandrayaan 3. It was launched by ISRO. Next, in which state or UT NTPC Limited has recently begun the trial of India's first hydrogen buses? It is Ladakh. I repeat, Ladakh, NTPC Limited, they have recently begun the trial of India's first hydrogen buses in Ladakh. And if we talk about the first train that will be powered by green hydrogen, it will be running from Jind, Haryana. Right? It will be running from Jind, Haryana. Next, which country's women's football team has recently won the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 by defeating England in the finals? So it is Spain, right? Spain's women football team that was nicknamed La Rosa, right? They have won the FIFA World Cup 2023 by defeating England in the finals by 1-0. And this final, where was this held? It was held in Australia. FIFA Women's World Cup was held in Australia, and this marks Spain's first title at the senior level, and they won the first under 20 FIFA World Cup in 2022, under 17 FIFA World Cup in 2018 and 2022, and now they have won the Women's FIFA World Cup by defeating England in the finals. That is the team of Spain. Right, and then apart from this, remember Spain and Germany. These are the two countries in the world whose both men and women's football team both have won the World Cup title. Next, when was the World Mosquito Day observed across the globe? So World Mosquito Day is observed across 20th of August 2023, right? And it is to commemorate Sir Ronald Ross. He was a British doctor who discovered relationship between the mosquitoes and transmission of malaria, and it was discovered in 1897 by Sir Ronald Ross. Correct? So on 20th of August in 1897, he discovered that malaria parasites were caused because of the female Anopheles mosquito. Right? And he received Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1902 for his work. Correct? So on 20th of August, we observed World Mosquito Day. Next, name the Indian naval ship that has recently entered port of Durban, South Africa. It is INS Sunaya, right? INS Sunaya entered the port of Durban. The ship undertook passage exercise with South African naval ship SAS King Sukhekhun 1 of Durban. Coming back, remember which Indian naval ship entered the port of Durban? It is your INS Sunayana, right? Sunayana. After exchange of the Palestinians at sea, the ship entered the Durban harbor, and the ship was received by Commander Kenneth Singh, officiating flag officer of the commanding naval base Durban. Right, and this visit was the visit, apart from commemorating 30 years of diplomatic partnership between India and South Africa. Then interesting thing remember about South Africa is that this is the country that launched the first dedicated satellite for agriculture, right? That is to provide them weather details and soil details. This country, that is South Africa, that has launched the first dedicated satellite, and this with this satellite they are earning more than $1 million per month. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the initiatives by the Ministry of Science and Technology in August 2023? Among the options A, B, C, all these three are correctly mentioned here. So remember, Union Minister of State Jitendra Singh unveiled NBRI Namho 108. This is the unique variety of lotus, that is Nelumbu nucifera. This has 108 petals and it was launched in Lucknow, UP. This NBRI Namo 108, it was developed by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Botanical Research Institute, that is in Lucknow, UP. And Union Minister also introduced NBRI Nihar, a new aloe vera variant with about 2.5 times greater gel yield compared to that of the traditional aloe vera. So all these three options are correctly mentioned here. Next, the Central Board of Direct Taxes notified the Income Tax Amendment Rules of 2023 prescribing IIUACA, that is 11 UACA, not II, 11 UACA rule for calculating the incomes from maturity of life insurance policies issued after 1st of April with the amount of premiums exceeding 5 lakh rupees. Right? That means for the premiums that are exceeding 5 lakh rupees, there has to be a tax, and for the premiums that are less than 5 lakh rupees, there will be no tax on those premiums. Correct? So right option is option 3, 5 lakh rupees. Next, name the personality who has recently honored with the Udyogratna Award in the first Maharashtra Industry Awards of 2023. So he will be Ratan Tata, right? Padma awardee and former chairman of Tata Sons, Ratan Tata, was honored with the first ever Udyogratna Award for his outstanding contribution to Maharashtra's industrial development. The Udyogratna Award is one of the category awards that are presented in the first Maharashtra Industry Awards 2023 that was issued by the Maharashtra government. Correct. So remember Udyogratna Award. This was presented to Ratan Tata ji. Correct. And Chief Minister of Maharashtra Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, who are the two deputy chief ministers, they went to the Ratan Tata's home in Kolaba in South Mumbai to present him with this award. Then apart from this, remember Udyog Mitra Award, that is your Young Entrepreneur Award. This was presented to Adar Poonawala. Then Udyogini Award, that is the Best Women Entrepreneur Award. It was presented to Gauri Kirloskar. And Utkrasht Marathi Udyojak Award, this was presented to Vilas Shinde. Correct. This is the Outstanding Marathi Award. So these are other three awards that you need to remember apart from Udyog Ratna Award that was presented to Ratan Tata ji. Next, who has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited? So remember, Rahul Dravid has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Correct. And he's the former Indian cricketer and the current head of Indian cricket team, and he has been appointed as the brand ambassador. Next, who has been recently appointed as the part-time chairman of the Unique Identification Authority of India, that is UIDAI. Who he will be? Neelkant Mishra ji. Right? He has been appointed as the part-time chairperson of UIDAI. He has been serving as the chief economist at Axis Bank Limited and head of the global research at Axis Capital Limited. The chairman post was vacant for almost 4 years, and now he has been appointed as the part-time chairperson of UIDAI, Neelkant Mishra. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the World Under-20 Wrestling Championship held in Amman, Jordan in August 2023? If we look at the option A, Indian wrestlers won a total of 14 medals, 4 gold, 3 silver and 7 bronze in the World Under-20 Wrestling Championship. So yes, option A is correct. B, India also claimed the first women's team title at the World Under-20 Wrestling Championship 2023 with 7 medals. So yes, B is correct. C, Antim Panghal, who won the gold medal in the women's 53 kg event, and Mohit Kumar, who won the gold medal in the 61 kg freestyle category. Man. So yes, option C is also rightly mentioned here. Correct. Apart from this, remember Mohit Kumar, he became the under-20 world champion in the 61 kg category. Next is, what was the theme of World Water Week 2023 that was observed across the globe on 20th to 24th of August 2023? So what was the theme? That is Seeds of Change, Innovative Solutions for a Water-Wise World. This is the theme that you need to remember here for the World Water Week, and this World Water Week is observed from 20th to 24th of August. Next, which country along with India has recently announced the first joint call for proposal under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology National Science Foundation Research Collaboration? So which country is it? It is your United States of America. They have announced the first joint call for proposals under the MEITY National Science Foundation Research Collaboration. Correct. The proposals for the submission will start from 21st of August. Correct. And the last date for the proposal of the submission is 5th of June 2024. Next, which state UT the Indian Army has recently inaugurated the Bharat Bridge, Bhagat Bridge, not Bharat, Bhagat Bridge. So this Bhagat Bridge has been inaugurated in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Right? This 115 feet long bridge is named in the memory of late Major Bhagat Singh, Veer Chakra awardee, who defended the sector during the 1965. So this Bhagat Bridge has been inaugurated in Jammu and Kashmir by Indian Navy and the Indian Army, and this is 115 feet long bridge. Next, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, the Minister of Road Transport and Highways, has launched BNCAP in New Delhi. What does this C stands for in BNCAP? So remember BNCAP. What does this stands for? That is Bharat New Car Assessment Program. I repeat, Bharat New Car Assessment Program. This was launched by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and it was launched in New Delhi. The aim here of this is to intend to improve the road safety for M1 category motor vehicles that are weighing less than 3.5 tons. Now, what does this BNCAP stands for? Bharat New Car Assessment Program. And for C, it is your car. Option 3 is rightly mentioned here. Then remember, the purpose of this program is to provide automobile buyers with a tool for comparing the crash safety of motor vehicles on the market. Correct? Next, name the organization that has recently entered into an MOU with Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region to enhance the accelerated sustainable development goals in northeastern regions of India. I repeat, which is the organization that entered into an MOU with Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region to enhance and accelerate the sustainable development goals in northeastern region of India. It is United Nations Development Program. Correct? The Ministry of the Department of Northeastern Region has taken steps across critical sectors such as infrastructure, connectivity, health, education, climate change, etc. In this collaboration with UNDP, they have been a key partner for the ministry in promoting the data-driven decision making, especially in the northeastern region. Correct? That are based on the sustainable development goals. Next, the National Tiger Conservation Authority has approved the Dholpur Karoli Tiger Reserve of Dash State as the 54th Tiger Reserve of India. So this, remember, 54th Tiger Reserve of India is located in Rajasthan, and it is the 5th Tiger Reserve of the state of Rajasthan. Correct? So National Tiger Conservation Authority that operates under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of the Government of India, they have recently launched a new tiger reserve, that is Dholpur Karoli Tiger Reserve, that is in the state of Rajasthan. This is the 5th Tiger Reserve of Rajasthan and 54th Tiger Reserve of India. So right option is option 3. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to Namaste Vietnam Festival? If we look at the option here, all these options are correctly mentioned here. This is the second edition of Namaste Vietnam Festival that was held in 3 southern cities of Vietnam, that is Ho Chi Minh City, Dat Lat City and Tue Ho City, with the theme that is People Unite, Warm Friendship. It was jointly organized by Indian Embassy, correct, Consul General of India in Vietnam under the aegis of Ministry of External Affairs and your Indian Film Festival Worldwide and Innovation India. So these 3 organizations together conducted this second edition of Namaste Vietnam that was held in these 3 cities. Then this was a part of second Namaste Vietnam Festival. Various seminars and meetings led to the signing of the MOU worth $1 billion between Indian and Vietnam businesses. Correct? And the important here is the theme that you need to remember, that is People Unite, Warm Friendship. Next, in which country 20th Asian India Economic Ministers Meet was held in August 2023? So it was in Semarang, Indonesia, right? In Semarang, Indonesia, 20th edition of the Asian India Economic Ministers Meet was held. This was co-chaired by Rajesh Agarwal, who is the Additional Secretary of the Department of Commerce, and Dr. Zulkifli Hassan, who is the Minister of Trade of Indonesia. Then remember, this both India and Asian countries, they have mutually decided to finalize the review of their current free trade agreement concerning the goods by the year 2025. Right? This will enhance the trade facilitation and provide mutual benefits to both these Asian and India. Next, which company has recently received $100 million investment from International Finance Corporation to increase the access to housing finance among economically weaker sections and low-income groups in India? Which is it? It is your IIFL Home Finance Limited, right? This IFC, remember, IFC, that is your International Finance Corporation. IFC, this is a member of World Bank Group, and they have invested up to $100 million in IIFL Home Finance Limited, and it is to increase the access to housing finance among economically weaker sections and low income groups, including women and borrowers in India. The investment also aims to include India's affordable housing space, promote green construction and support India's climate goals here. Correct? Next, which country has recently elected as the Sretha Thavisin as the 30th Prime Minister? So it is Thailand that has elected Sretha Thavisin as the 30th Prime Minister. Correct? He has also received the approval from the Thai King Maha Vajiralongkorn to assume the office as the Prime Minister of Thailand. Next, in August, LCA naval trainer prototype NP5 has successfully completed its maiden flight in Bangalore, Karnataka. Which of the following companies has designed and developed this LCA Navy? It was designed and developed by Aeronautics Development Agency and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So both option A and B are correct here, that this light combat aircraft naval trainer prototype NP5 has successfully completed their maiden flight in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's airport, that is in Bangalore, Karnataka. And this has been designed and developed by Aeronautical Development Agency as well as Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Correct? Next is, which among the following companies along with Oil India Limited has recently received the late submission fees of 2000 crore rupees for delayed reporting of their overseas investment? Right option here is 1, 2, 3, that is GAIL, ONGC Videsh Limited and Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Correct? So Reserve Bank of India has imposed a late submission fees of 2000 crore rupees on these three organizations for delayed reporting of their overseas investment. Next, in 2023, NCERT established a 19-member National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee that was chaired by MC Pant, and it was to revise textbooks for classes 3 to 12. I repeat, NCERT, they have established a 19-member National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee, that is NSTC. It was chaired by NIEPA Councillor MC Pant, and it's to revise the textbooks for classes 3 to 12th. The committee aims to align the curriculum with the National Curriculum Framework for School Education that comes under the National Education Policy of 2020. And remember, NEP 2020, it was the third national education policy that has been launched so far. Correct? So, who is the chairman here of this, or who will be chairing this 19-member National Syllabus and Teaching Learning Material Committee? It will be chaired by MC Pant. Next, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has announced Numaligarh Refinery Limited in Dash State has been elevated from the Schedule B to Schedule A category Central Public Sector Enterprise by the Government of India. So remember, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, they announced Numaligarh Refinery Limited in the state of Assam, correct, and they have been elevated from the Schedule B to Schedule A CPSE by the Government of India. With their new status of Schedule A, NRL, they have become eligible to achieve the Navratna as a Navratna company, and NRL will be having freedom to invest up to 1000 crore rupees without seeking approval from the central government. Correct? So this is important, mark this. Next, which among the following platforms of Government of India along with Department of Telecommunications have recently launched Bharat Internet Utsav to celebrate the transformative role of the internet? So which is it? It is your MyGov portal, right? They along with the Department of Telecommunication, they have recently launched Bharat Internet Utsav, right? And it is to celebrate the transformative role of the internet. This will encourage citizens to share their stories of how the internet has impacted their lives, and they can share their videos of up to 2 minutes on the social media platforms via hashtag, that is Bharat Internet Utsav. Bharat Internet Utsav. Even any one of you who thinks that internet have impacted your life hugely, they can also upload their videos with 2 minutes of saying that how India has impacted your life, or how internet has changed your life, not India, how internet has changed your life, with the hashtag, that is Bharat Internet Utsav, on any of your social media platform, right? And the best stories will be selected and they will be priced up to 15,000 rupees. Next, which company has recently collaborated with Atal Innovation Mission to launch an industry visit initiative under the Atal Tinkering Lab? So it is your Bayer, right? Atal Innovation Mission in collaboration with Bayer, right? They have launched an industry visit initiative under Atal Tinkering Labs, right? And it was at the Bayer's manufacturing facility in Vapi, Gujarat. This collaboration will introduce students to the latest manufacturing techniques and the technologies that are used in the industry for the manufacturing purpose. So right option here is Bear. Next, in which city Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Additional Secretary of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, has inaugurated the Product Design Center, that is your PDC. So it is in Kolkata, West Bengal, right? Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Additional Secretary of the Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, has inaugurated the Product Design Center and has set up a center for development of advanced studies, correct? And that is in this CDAC. Where is this located? It is in Kolkata, West Bengal, correct? This product design center is equipped with all the software and printing technologies for system designing, prototyping, ideation and fabrication. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to 50th meeting of the Goods and GST Council that was held in New Delhi? If we look at the options ABC, only option B and C are correctly mentioned here. If we look at option A, this GST on the snack pellets on the semi-furnished ingredient that used in the manufacturing of snacking products has been decreased from 12 to 28%. No, it has been decreased from 18% to 5%. Correct? And if we look at option B, GST exemption on satellite launch service supplied by ISRO, Antrix Corporation Limited and New Space India Limited. So yes, it is right, GST exemption is there. Then a uniform tax rate of 28% will be applied to casino, horse racing and online gaming. So yes, option C is also right. A 28% tax will be applied on these platforms. Next, which company has recently became the first central public sector enterprise in India to get certified for anti-bribery management system by MS Intercert USA? So which is it? It is your Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, that is ONGC, that is the largest crude oil and natural gas Maharatna company in India, and it became the first CPSE in India to get certified for anti-bribery management system, and it was by Intercert USA. This is an international accredited certification body in the USA. Correct? So it is your ONGC. Next, Manoj Ahuja, who is the Secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, launched a new campaign for banks under Agriculture Infrastructure Fund titled Bharat, that is Bank Heralding Accelerated Rural and Agriculture Transformation 2. It was to mobilize funds from banks. So I repeat, this Bharat, what is it? It is Bank Heralding Accelerated Rural and Agriculture Transformation, and it was launched by Manoj Ahuja, who is the Secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and he launched this new campaign for banks under this Agriculture Infrastructure Fund that was titled Bharat. Right? This is a 1 month long campaign. This will run from 15th of July till 15th of August. Correct? And it was launched with a target of 7,200 crore rupees. The bank support to the scheme has created almost 31,850 agriculture infrastructure projects with an outlay of 24,750 crore rupees. Correct? Then Ministry of Agriculture has also called upon the banks to promote 1 lakh crore rupees AIF for creation of necessary infrastructure in the farm sector. So it is to mobilize funds from banks and to start various projects in the agriculture sector. Next, name the India's first regional multilingual artificial intelligence news anchor that was recently introduced by Odisha Television TV. So the name here is Lisa. Right? Odisha Television Limited. This is an Odia based broadcast and digital media company in Odisha, and they have introduced India's first and Odisha's first multilingual AI news anchor that was named Lisa. Correct? And this Lisa can speak Odia, English and Hindi and many other languages too. Next, name the state that has recently launched the revamped Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Mukhyamantri Amrutan scheme with a 10 lakh rupees health insurance cover. So this scheme for providing health insurance to the people of the state was launched by Gujarat. Correct? And it is Pradhan Jan Arogya Yojana Mukhyamantri Amrutam scheme, under which people can avail free medical treatment of up to 10 lakh rupees, and earlier the limit was here 5 lakh rupees, and now the limit has been increased 2 times to 10 lakh rupees. Correct? Under this, remember, till 2027 state run hospitals, 2027 state run hospitals and 803 private hospitals, 18 central government facilities will be provided, and various types of treatment will also be provided to the people of the state of Gujarat. Let's start. First is Trinetra. This was launched by which organization? First of all, remember what is this Trinetra? Trinetra is a comprehensive security system, right? Remember, this is a security system that was launched by CDOT, right? That is your, what is CDOT stands for? CDOT is your Center for Development of Telematics, correct? So CDOT on their 40th foundation day, that was on 25th of August, has launched this comprehensive security system, that is Trinetra, right? This was launched on their 40th foundation day, and this event was inaugurated by Devsina Chauhan, correct? Important, this is a comprehensive security system launched by CDOT, correct? Then if we talk about CDOT, who's the chief executive officer here? Rajkumar Upadhyay. Headquarter, it is in New Delhi. When was it established? It was in 1984 that this was established. Next, G20 TIMM was held in which city of India? First of all, what is TIMM? TIM stands for Trade and Investor Ministers Meeting. I repeat, Trade and Investment Ministers Meeting. This G20 TIMM was held under the India's G20 presidency. Correct. Now the question asked here is that where was this held? So this meeting was held in Jaipur, Rajasthan, that is also known as the Pink City of India. Right. Then this meeting was led by Union Minister Piyush Goyal. The first deliverable, or we can say this meeting concluded with the finalization and adoption of the G20 trade and investment outcome. There were some key documents and some key points that you need to remember here during this. First among them was that involved a high level principles for digitizing the trade documents, right? That we should focus on digitization of these trade documents. And if you remember, the government of India is also pushing for the greener economy so that we can release or reduce the use of paper into various segments, and we will be seeing that in future everything will be digitized and there will be no use of paper in different sectors in India, not just in India but globally. Then Jaipur call for action, do remember this? This was issued to improve the MSME conditions, right? Jaipur call for action, it was used or it was issued to improve the MSME information access, to plan for the International Trade Center in Geneva, Switzerland, to upgrade the global trade help desk, to address MSME's information gap with the consultation from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development as well as WTO. So remember this Jaipur call for action, this was adopted during the G20 TIMM meeting that was held in the Pink City of India, that is Jaipur, Rajasthan. Then the third is G20 generic mapping framework for global value chains was also endorsed. Correct. Then apart from this, sharing of best practices on the mutual recognition agreements for professional services, right? Then if we talk about G20, India is having the presidency for 2023. Vasudev Kutumbakam is the theme here, and 19 countries comprises of this G20, and G20 members represent around 85% of the global GDP and 75% of the global trade. Next, which ministry has announced the launch of Smart India Hackathon 2023? So remember, which among the following, first of all tell me, which ministry launched this Smart India Hackathon? And it is a hackathon, that means various teams participated in this hackathons, and the best team with the best solution of the use case provided by the ministry has won it. So it is our Ministry of Education, right? They have announced the launch of this Smart India Hackathon 2023, right? This was the 6th edition of Smart India Hackathon of 2023. Then this is supported by the participation of 26 central ministries, 6 state ministries and 4 industry partners. Apart from this, Remember here, this hackathon is a nationwide initiative to provide students with a platform to solve some of the pressing problems we face in our daily life. That means a use case or a problem statement, not use case, a problem statement will be provided to here to the teams, and solution for these problem statement will be provided by various teams, and the best solution to this problem statement will be winning this hackathon. And this is not just in a single segment, right? In various alag sectors, in various other departments, you can go and organize these hackathons. Then it is a kind of a brainstorming session also, and you come up with various ideas that how can we proceed further, right? Then this will include a culture of product innovation and a mindset of problem solving. Then this competition, as we said, it is a Smart India hackathon. It is for school students. Smart India hackathon for junior, right? Then Smart India hackathon for senior. For junior, it is for class 6 to 12th, and for senior, it is for higher education institute, that is your for graduate students, college going students, and etc. Right? Then the theme, if we discuss here, it is based on various themes: agriculture, food tech, blockchain, cyber security, clean and green technology, heritage, healthcare, renewable energy, sustainable energy, robotics, drones, smart education, AI, transport, etc. Then participants can choose their problems from the collection of 239 problem statements, including 182 software challenges and 57 hardware challenges. Then, as we just saw, this was the sixth edition of this Smart India Hackathon. When was the first ever edition of this Smart India Hackathon held? It was in 2017, right? Next, UPI Chalega 3.0. First of all, what is UPI? Unified Payment Interface. It was launched by NPCI, that is your National Payment Corporation of India. The next thing, remember, recently UPI Chalega 3.0 was launched, right? It was launched by NPCI, correct? And it is a safety awareness campaign developed in collaboration with various payment ecosystem. And the campaign aims here to promote secure, easy and instant mode of payment. This is the theme here. You can say that what is the theme on which UPI Chalega 3.0 was launched. It was a security awareness campaign, and the theme on which it was launched is secure, easy and instant mode of payment. Then this is a dedicated microsite, right? And it has been created microsite, and it has been created to provide a comprehensive resource hub. In 2020, UPI Chalega campaign was launched. That is the first edition was launched in 2020, and now in 2023 it was the third edition of it was launched. And the main aim here is to drive UPI adoption and the safe usage through various enhancing brand awareness activities of UPI. And we are seeing that even the sellers, small sellers in India, those who sell vegetables, they are also using UPI, and this signifies the success of UPI that has achieved by India, right? Not just India, we will be seeing multiple countries globally, they are using this UPI for the mode of payment because it is a very secure and easy mode of payment. It is a cashless mode of payment. You can easily transfer money from one bank account to another bank account. Next, India's first AI school was launched where? So remember, India's first artificial intelligence school was launched in the state of Kerala, and it was in Trivandrum, Kerala, where this India's first artificial intelligence school was launched. Then this was inaugurated by former President of India Ramnath Kovind. Important. Next thing, remember, this AI school was created by iLearning Engines. This iLearning Engines, ILE, this is a USA based company, and they have collaborated with Vedic eSchool. They have collaborated with Vedic eSchool, right, which was managed, and now it was recently with the collaboration of these two, they have launched this artificial intelligence school. Here you will be saying that classes between 8 to 12 will be benefiting from this AI school facility. This curriculum will include various use of artificial intelligence, that how can we improve artificial intelligence, what are the use cases of artificial intelligence, how can students use AI to make their learning more effective, correct? And this will be based on NEP 2020. So the important fact that you need to remember here is India's first artificial intelligence school was launched where? It was launched in Trivandrum, Kerala. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the third week of the August month. If you find the session to be helpful and interesting, do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.